Snap is another fastener that we can use in making a blouse. Okay, so how do we attach it? Of course, we need your needle with a thread and a knot at the end. So we start by pulling out the needle with the thread, pulling up this way. So this procedure is only the same as how we have attached your hook and eye. So the same. Okay, so we can make a jump. Okay. From down. So the same, we just pull up the thread. Until we finish the 4 holes of the snap. Okay, so as we finish this one, again, we make a knot at the wrong side of the fabric. And then we cut the thread. So this is your snap. Okay, so we're through with the first one. Okay, the other side. Has the same procedure. Of course, if you are doing this one on a blouse, make sure that the stitches doesn't show at the wrong side. Anyway, we usually put this one at the interfacing part of the blouse where you can attach it, where the stitch is not showing at the right side. And of course, the last part. You can make use of any fabric that is available at your house. So we make a knot after we finish sewing it. So this is your snaps, your pair of snaps. This is how we attach the button. You can make use of a toothpick or a pin at the top. So the first procedure is to mark the point where you are going to attach the button, and then using your needle with a thread which has a knot at the end, so you are going to sew the button. Okay, so you start with a stitch, you get your button. It can be of any size, so you make a stitch, and then you can put your pin or your toothpick. Okay, and then you make a stitch over, okay, so this is how it shows. Okay, so after making a stitch from one, you can pull the thread down and go to another hole. If you are using a 4 holes, you can also make use of 2-hole button. So just make sure you use a pin or a toothpick at the top. So what is the purpose of using a pin or a toothpick at the top? So that it will be convenient to put on and off the buttonhole. So later on we're going to demonstrate on how to make the buttonhole. So after that, it's done. So we can already remove the pin or the toothpick, and then we can make a knot. Okay, by doing this, and then another knot. Okay, so that is how we attach the button. So we go down there so that we can make a knot to lock it. So that is to make sure that your button is durable. Okay, so we cut the thread. Make sure that your trimmer is sharp enough, like this one. This is your attached buttons, your button I mean. We now have our attached button. Now the problem is how are we going to make the buttonhole. So assuming this is your button, the size of your button, you are going to measure it using the inch. So since this is 3/4, I am going to add 1/8 for the hole. So my hole, the buttonhole measurement now is 7/8 since our button is 3/4. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to make sure that it is on the center. So we mark it on the other side. Okay, so this is the marking, and then we get that as a center for our buttonhole. So it is 7/8 as I have said a while ago. Then we're going to cut this part. Okay, so in cutting this part, we get the center. Okay, make sure that this part is parallel, pantay. Okay, so we cut. So we already have our buttonhole. Now, how do we sew it? So using the blanket stitch, we are going to make the buttonhole. So on this part, I can start up here. Okay, so I will pull the thread over and then do the blanket stitch. So we must do it in fine stitches. So it just has the same procedure. Make sure that when you pull the thread, these threads go together. So just go on with the procedure of pulling the thread together. Again, this is your blanket stitch. The buttonhole stitch. Okay, so we are now here at the corner. So make sure that the ends are parallel. So the same blanket stitch will be used throughout the buttonhole as we stitch it. So it's almost done. So after sewing that, you can already make a knot at the wrong side of the fabric. Okay. Then we trim, we cut a thread after having the knot. So this is how your buttonhole shows. Thank you for watching.